This video will cover every single thing coming in Ghosts of Tabor's next update. From the new Matka Miest Underground Daytime and new boss, to the brand new green card and its vault, as well as the new NRS system, flashbangs, smoke grenades, everything. There is so much to cover for this next update. And yes, almost everything I talk about today has been officially confirmed by Combat Waffle Studios, either by their TikTok, their Discord, or somewhere else. So first, some of those smaller upcoming updates, we're gonna have a new built-in streamer cam system. This won't be important to most of you, but we'll go over it in a second. A new whiteboard system. Everyone uses the whiteboard. We're probably going to get some way to erase the markers we currently have and maybe like some other colored markers. We'll see. A new chapter selection tool for the video tutorials. They're also adding a coffee machine, which we have a video on, and I will show that really soon. But let's start with the streamer cam system. The streamer cam system will provide content creators and streamers with a system that allows them to get unique camera angles for different things in their gameplay. This could be looking down a scope and it will zoom in for you, as well as all kinds of different camera angles from different portions of your helmet or your gun. This will only be accessible for people on PC VR, which is most of the streaming community anyway, and it won't be important to most of you guys that are just casual or you know, maybe a little bit of hardcore players that don't play for content. Other than that, from the other small updates that we actually have like some information about is the coffee machine. On the Ghosts of Tabor TikTok, we have recently I didn't mean to say that. We have recently gotten footage of the new coffee machine. Apparently it was in the game before. I don't remember that. I've played for a while, but don't remember the coffee machine. I'm sorry, I'm not an OG. Anyways, but you're gonna be able to fill up the coffee pot and get some coffee grounds. You can actually like make a pot of coffee. It's pretty sick. Anyways, no one knows yet if it's gonna give you any like caffeine boost or something, just like the one-shot energies or the freshen up energy drinks. No one knows if it's gonna actually do anything yet, but it would be pretty cool if you could fill up a thermos with some coffee. All right, next we're gonna move on to a few bigger updates, but we don't have a lot of information on these ones. First things first, we're getting a more stable saving system, which I feel like is always a welcome upgrade, although it doesn't really state what it's going to be quite yet, other than just more stable saving system. You know, that's all we get. We're going to have gear and major performance optimizations, always a plus, mostly for standalone players, but some of you PC VR players that are struggling to stay above the frame rates that you need, this is always good. There's going to be the character reconnect system. Now, we don't have a lot of information on this, but this is huge, and also it's fairly self-explanatory. You're going to be able to reconnect to games that you disconnect from. So let's say you're on an island with a loaded backpack and your Wi-Fi cuts out for like 3 seconds and it kicks you back to the lobby. You're going to be able to load back in, assuming that you didn't die while you were disconnected. Next up, flashbangs and smokes. Now, as I was scripting this video, a video actually came out showing off the flashbangs. We don't know much about the smokes. In the recent updates, they have been taken out to be reworked, but we have some good news. Those are coming back, and also the flashbangs. I know a lot of people were the biggest concerns with the flashbangs for most people are how annoying they're going to be, especially with games like Call of Duty Warzone, where you can throw like 8 concussion grenades and you just can't play the game like that.
Yo! Stop! Just stop! 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 Whoa! I'm gonna lose it!
Especially like when friggin' Zeus comes down and strikes you with a blast of bright light right into your retinas. That is not fun. But some really good news, if you don't want the sun teleported into your eyeballs, they're actually doing an inverted grenade technique. So basically, your screen is going to go shift to black when you're hit with a grenade, of course with a little retina burn so you can see where the grenade landed, or the flashbang landed, sorry. I'm assuming it will always be in the direction of the flashbang. Also, we haven't been exactly like shown off if you can turn away to negate the effect of the flashbang, but I'm just going to assume, I swear to pepperoni hot pockets, if you can't look away from the flashbangs, we are actually doomed. Like, that will be too busted if you can't look away from that. But like I said, it's Combat Waffle Studios, we should be fine. All right, now we're going to be moving on to the big stuff that we actually have some decent information on and some more videos on. Of course, videos are always nice to show off. Alright, first things first, I want to cover what's definitely one of the most, if not the most controversial part of this next update, and that has to be the new and improved NRS system. If you don't live on social media like a soda-drinking, Rust-playing rat like myself, you probably haven't heard, but you know what, I'll just play the TikTok for you guys.
The nerd stim system has been updated ever so slightly. Now instead of just leaving the stim in your arm, you must actually hold it there while it works its medicinal magic. If you let off of the nerd too early, it'll end up just falling to the ground, so make sure to be careful. And as always, remember to trust no one.
Ever so slightly my ass. Anyways, that's not the point. So they're changing the NRS system, so basically you have to hold the med stim into your arm for you to actually heal up. If not, it will fall onto the ground. Now this is another realism update, and with it comes something game changing. And now I get that most of you watching are probably upset right now by this news, but most of y'all realism bros in my comments always talking about, gun skins are actually too realistic and the Uwe DLC ruined the game. No. One, people actually paint stuff like that on their guns all the time in real life. Two, you're annoying and I hate you, and click off this video right now. I hate you. But for all of you normal people that aren't, I don't know, realism bros, anyways, just you guys have to remember that this is where the game is gonna be going for the upcoming future, for the rest of the life of Ghosts of Tabor. The game's always going to be doing realism updates like this. I get that it's not ideal to have something like this, but you have to think everyone else also is living with this update. So everyone else is going to have to hold the med stim in their arms, and it's also just like, it's not going to be that huge of a deal. I feel like everyone will get used to it once it's been out for about a few weeks. Next up, another realism update, but this one's going to be one that I feel like people will see more fondly than the med stim update. And this is the advanced suppressor attaching and detaching mechanics. So now with this new update, you have to attach your suppressor by twisting it on and or off. You must twist it all the way until you hear a click, just like a normal threaded barrel would be in real life. This is such a slight change. I don't see how people would really get upset with this too much. I get it takes a few extra seconds to put it on, but I feel like it's super cool to have something like this. Also, I love the realism as in if you don't screw it all the way into your gun, it will fly off if you shoot your gun with it half screwed in. Anyways, there's also a second video they showed off of you being able to put on the suppressor, and it shows a new item that we haven't even seen before in the game. If you pause the video right here, you would see they're putting a suppressor on a 50 cal, and if you haven't played the game before, you literally just can't get a sniper rifle suppressor. It doesn't exist yet. So that means in this update, they're adding either a suppressor specifically for the 50 cal, which wouldn't make as much sense, but they're most likely going to add what is the sniper rifle suppressor, and this would be able to go on the Dragunov too, as it's also another sniper class weapon. If you guys really love the Dragunov, you're probably gonna love this update. I can't wait to hear what the Dragunov sounds like suppressed, but I guess we can only know with time. And also, one last thing Detective Quicxil noticed while watching this TikTok actually was some new update that they just also recently shown off on their official TikTok. Like I said, in the making of this video, they've been updating us more and more. And now we're gonna have color tipped ammo. As you can see paused right here, the tips of this 50 BMG ammo is red, meaning it is a tracer round. According to real life standards, most bullets follow the standard of red tip, meaning it is a tracer round. But this also means we should be able to craft 50 BMG ammo in the coming update, which is something you couldn't do before. Being able to craft 50 cal ammo also means we should be able to craft armor piercing 50 cal ammo. And if the normal 50 cal could already one-shot basically anything, I wonder what AP is gonna be like. Will we be able to one-shot bosses? I guess we'll find out. Green tipped ammo should be armor piercing, red tipped ammo should be tracer, and I believe FMJ will be gray tipped. I have to actually check right now. Let me grab my script. Give me a second, fellas. All right. Now, before we go on to the biggest updates of the game, which is, you know, the Matka Miest underground map, daytime Matka Miest map, the new boss gear, weapon, all of that stuff. Before we get onto that, let's check out what's going to be the next DLC coming to the game. We are getting the already confirmed name of Eastwood DLC. Now, we're not 100% sure if this DLC will make it into the next content patch or not, but if not, this is still going to be probably our next DLC, nevertheless. As of now, the DLC is confirmed to have 3 new Western-themed weapons: a lever-action rifle, a double-barrel shotgun, and a revolver. Now, I'm fairly sure these will be the only 3 weapons coming to the DLC, but it's not quite confirmed yet. Also, before I take a deep dive into the weapons for you guys, I want to talk about the Cowboy Hat that everyone is speculating there will be and hoping for. And I actually have the news. Are we going to get it? Yes, we are. I'm so excited to tell you, but there's actual picture. Scott actually leaked this on the Discord. I guess it's not really a leak, but a teaser. I'm so excited for this. I'm actually, like, speaking of loving the cowboy drip, I'm not gonna lie, look at my profile picture. My profile picture is literally a Totodile with a cowboy hat on. How can you not like that? Come on, let's be honest here. Also, speaking of profile picture, a lot of this information is coming from a live stream that happened in the Combat Waffle Studio, which is the people that make Ghosts of Tabor. And during the stream, Scott said that he wants to do an icon pack as little weapon charms that you can get for your guns that will have different streamers and content creators' little profile pictures on them. And this would literally be my dream. Imagine you have this little Western dino on your gun. Tell me you wouldn't love that. So if you guys could trade, I'm giving you a little bit of information. If you guys could just smack the like button for me, all I'm asking, just one little like, it would help me so much, and maybe there's even a chance you guys could help me get this into the game. Anyways, back to giving you guys some juicy knowledge. Also, something a lot of people want to know is what the rifle is actually going to be chambered in. And now give me a little drum roll, because I can tell you exactly what ammunition And give me a little drum roll, because I can tell you exactly what it's going to be chambered in. Drum roll, please. And it's chambered in 44 Magnum. And hold your disappointment, because I think that even though it's 44 Magnum, it's gonna pack a punch. And I can't tell exactly from the stream what the actual gun is, but I believe it's a Dark Series Model 1894 with a modded stock, but it's most definitely going to be a 44 Magnum rifle in our game. And now finally, we can go on to the biggest updates coming to this content patch, which is easily the Mast Expansion and, you know, everything that comes with it. So let's get into it. All right, first things first, the Mast Expansion. With this update, we will be getting the underground portion of Mast, which is actually going to be a separate map from the actual Mast map. Now, I assumed they were going to be together for a little bit until I was recently updated by their newest TikTok on their page, as of the time of recording this video, stating that they will be separated, which is most likely a good thing because we will have a new fully fleshed out map that's big enough to have its own unique experience. I have the feeling it will be like a silo experience with not as many players, but definitely a lot of combat action.
Future Quicxil here. I did not mean to say that at all. There is going to be a lot of players. It's going to be like silo if it was the size of Island. Basically, this is another new 12-person map, our second biggest map to date. So this is going to be an insane map to play on. Maka Underground will probably be one of the biggest maps for the next few maps that we get. I keep saying maps. I'm sorry, fellas. Anyways, back to the normal program.
Top of this, we are getting two new interiors. One of the buildings is where the new Phoenix boss is going to be housed. I forget the name of it, but I'll insert it on screen because I'm cool like that. And I guess while we're already talking about the boss room, we can talk about the new boss, the Collector. The Collector will be the newest and most difficult Phoenix boss to date. If you thought farming cure techs for tier 6s and good helmets was peak for boss loot, you're in for a real treat. Not only will the Collector get the normal boss treatment of having goons to help him fight, he will be getting the brand new XM250, which is the first LMG added to Ghosts of Tabor since the game has launched. He will also have the brand new tier 7 armor, which will have protection that extends all the way down, halfway down your waist. The armor will host some thigh pads and also a crotch pad to make sure you don't get shot in your Anyways, the boss also has a funny and unique helmet that says brain inside. I think that is amazing. The helmet is most likely going to be, if not the best helmet in the game, one of the best. He also is the first of the bosses to ever hold on to a unique key card. This is the first key card we're getting since the purple and orange have been out the entire time. We are getting the green card. The newest loot room with the green card is speculated to be the old Tabor bunker. If you're an OG, you will remember it. Even if you're not, it's a super cool piece of history that we will get to relive. Now, we are 100% guaranteed the old bunker will be somewhere on the map, as teased in the video showing off the MedStim system. We're not sure if it 100% is the green card room, but it most likely will be. I wish the loot would be hung up on the walls, but as you can see in the video, there are crates inside instead. All things considered, maybe there will be a brand new unique item in the green card room that we don't know about, but it hasn't been shown off yet if it exists, or even spoken about if it exists. As of now, I'm pretty sure this is everything coming in the next Ghosts of Tabor update. While I'm editing this video, I guess we'll find out if anything new comes out, and if the update comes out before this video does, I will be super upset. If you guys love Ghosts of Tabor content and you always want to be updated, I will be making videos on the new update, everything you need to know. Hit the subscribe button, or you can click on this video right here. This is a challenge I did where I played as a Tabor sniper for 7 days. This was one of my roughest challenges I ever did, so click here to watch it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.